Hello, yes, SNA fans. This is Super Ninja Austin here with another wrestling news video. And yes, sir, and ma'am, this is the SNA podcast episode 112th episode, and this is the wrestling news part 33 or no 34. Was it 33? I think it's 34. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors that you SNA fans need to know, and we're gonna be looking at them at the wrestling news article from RingSide News. My apologies for the tongue tied, but yeah, we're gonna start off with I guess, some LA Knight news now is conflicting negative surfaces about LA Knight's backstage heat in WWE, and it says according to this article, it says about LA Knight is topping WWE's merchandise sales topping the WWE merchandise sales charts, and his popularity is undeniable. That being said, it appears that it may rub off some people the wrong way in the process. His backstage presence has received a bit of a spotlight in recent memory, and it hasn't been the greatest look. LA Knight is doing his thing after decades scratching and clawing wherever he has booked. Like now that he has reached WWE, it doesn't look like LA Knight is going to let that opportunity slip away from him. No matter what it takes, that hunger might not lend itself to getting over with everyone on personal level. On Booker T recently spoke on LA Knight a bit. As he revealed that the former Eli Drake has a bit of a bad attitude backstage. It was noted that he was a bit of heat on him right now. Saying on his Hall of Fame podcast, this is what the five-time WCW champion had to say. Like, I heard guys say LA Knight, he's got a bad attitude. I don't know about this guy. He's got a bad attitude. My thing is, I've never really cared about getting heat with the boys as long as the boss liked everything that was going on. If the boss liked it, it was cool. Ringside News exclusively reported in July that they reacted out to confirm this story about LA Knight. Like they were told that by a tenured member of the creative team that he doesn't understand the WWE locker room yet. Yet he'll get straightened out. BWE noted on X to say this: let's shut this down. He's absolutely loved and very self-focused. The bona fide WWE insiders noted was that LA Knight is driven, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have heat on him with some, despite being absolutely loved by others. We'll have full coverage of LA Knight's rise in WWE. He is doing a lot and has a ton of momentum behind him, but it's anyone's guess where he will be on the roster by the time WrestleMania 40 rolls around. And what do you think about LA Knight's popularity in WWE genuinely? Y'all let me know down in the comments below. And also, it's been noted that Booker T heard a couple of rumors from guys in backstage that he has a bad attitude, and he possibly getting heat to those couple of guys into the locker room. I was like, maybe that's about it. Like, only a couple of guys have heat onto the guy and claim he has a bad attitude because probably for the fact that he's getting over and more popular in WWE. I'm not trying to get into that business or get into whatever beef he has with a certain individual in WWE right now. That's their business. That's beside the point. But you got to acknowledge that he's doing very well as a star as a mega star, to be exact, a bona fide mega star in WWE right now. And BWE said there's no beef whatsoever, and it's like love and praise for the mega star. Like, and I would say I would 100% believe BWE because he's been a proven WWE source that. Not a WWE source, more like a WWE insider, like one of those journalistic insiders that looks into the like what's the inside plans for WWE, what's the secret for now, what's going to be out there on TV in the next few months. Which I would say I still want to have a private meeting with him. Of course, it's not going to be featured on the SNA podcast, but wherever you at, BWE, I would love to have a meeting with you. And even if I have to go to Twitter to message you that, I would love to, and I'll even give you the location on where we can meet at to have a private insider meeting at. Yeah. But that's a story for another day. But anyways, but yeah, y'all let me know what you think about LA Knight's career and popularity in WWE in the comments below. We're going to move on to the next LA Knight news as LA Knight faces accusations of having a bad attitude. Well, backstage, and it says right here, attitude. It said LA Knight made a significant impression after his debut at NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day in February 14th, 2021, the day after my birthday, of course. Anyways, my 19th birthday. Well, I'm not sure if I should put that out there, but anyways, no one didn't even ask. Like, Knight is on the best run of his career in WWE so far, but some believe Knight has a bad attitude backstage in WWE. Wait, I already read this. My bad. It's not more LA Knight news. That's just it was included with the set of the first story about LA Knight's popularity. But anyways, and what do you think about Knight like having a bad attitude? Do you think it's true, or do you think it's all part of backstage WWE rumors from one certain individual that does not like LA Knight and how he's doing in WWE? And they're probably trying to draw some fake publicity by creating a fake story about he's getting hated into backstage. But anyway, we got some NXT news now. As WWE's NXT's future television home deal in advanced stage of negotiations. And it says right here, WWE is set to make a network change in the upcoming year. A number of fans wonder where NXT would go. Oh, since SmackDown was picked up by the USA Network once again. Now we know, and this is a very interesting story. And it says, according to this article from PW Insider, and it reports that multiple sources in the broadcast industry have confirmed that the CW network as the new home of NXT. This transition will take place in September 2024, which I believe that's when they'll have their last episode on the USA Network NXT. I bet they signed the USA Network made them sign a 5-year agreement deal, being on TV for 5 years until September of 2024, because they made their debut in September of 2019 when they came back on American television, but on a different channel other than Sci-Fi. But anyway, it says following the expiration of WWE's current agreement with the USA Network, WWE and the CW have been deeply engaged in discussions for several weeks, and it is believed that the new deal is nearing its finalization. The reported duration of the deal is 5 years, and it says right here, here it says multiple sources in the broadcast industry have confirmed that the CW network and WWE have been in deep discussions. The CW network and WWE have been in deep discussion for weeks about NXT shifting from its current basic cable home on the USA Network to a traditional broadcast television home, airing live weekly on the CW network. When the brand's current media rights deal ends in September 2024. The move to show the CW represents a significant increase in rights for the NXT brand, making it the most substantial in the history. This expansion of the brand explains the presence of numerous main roster wrestlers on NXT in recent months. Prominent names like Paul Heyman, Becky Lynch, Dominic Mysterio, The Undertaker, Rhea Ripley, and others have made appearances on the show. Notably, they even competed head-to-head with a special Tuesday edition of AEW Dynamite last month. The CW has been showing more interest in sports programs and has held discussion with various wrestling promotions over the past year. There could be a lot to unpack here, because it was just reported that the CW was interested in another pro wrestling brand. The NWA reportedly had a deal in place at the CW, but this arrangement, I should say, was jeopardized after a controversial segment during their last pay-per-view. Now, with the WWE deal nearing, completion, it's not completion, I should say, my bad, a completion. It's likely that the National Wrestling Alliance and the CW deal is no longer viable. It is unclear whether those issues streaming from James Mitchell's cocaine segment on NWA, ones that Billy Corgan denied played a part in this. We'll keep our eye on where Raw lands. And here at the Ringside News, they never know what kind of news will break in 2024 at this rate. I'll say whether now or 2024, I'll say that's a true statement because anything could happen in the year of 2024. Just ask MJF what company he's going to be at by that time in January, possibly New Year's, of course. But anyways, yeah, it's been noted like for the past couple of days on the wrestling news that NXT could possibly land a new broadcast network home in the CW out of the CW, and WWE is not no strangers with the CW channel or broadcast, like because they used to have Friday Night SmackDown on there and also Saturday Morning Slam about a decade ago, which was rated TVG, which I don't understand why it was TV. I may understand TVPG, but TVG, like they're going a little bit too far back in 2012 and 2013. I'll say for real, but yeah, and I remember SmackDown from I would say from 2000. I would say ever since they were Friday Night SmackDown, I would say since 02 to 08, like since the Ruthless Aggression era, they've been on the CW until they got the CBS, I believe. They moved SmackDown to CBS until 2010, and they went to Sci-Fi. They went to USA in 2016. They've been there until 2019, where they went to Fox, and they look like they're going back to the USA Network by next year. But we'll talk about that later and into another wrestling news video. But what do you think about NXT moving to the CW and being the third ever WWE show that's been on the CW, and also what do you think about the NWA no longer being on the CW network because of that controversial segment with them having some doing some cocaine use, like a usage of cocaine onto their pay-per-view segment, and it's going to possibly be exclusively on the CW's streaming app. And also, I think the Women of Wrestling's on the CW as well, like Wow Wrestling, Women of Wrestling, like. So it could be some kind of a competition on who could stay there for long, like the battle of the network, the TV station network, on who could stay the longest. But it says right here, like it says on this deal with this agreement, with this arrangement and agreement with NXT, WWE, and the CW, putting their NXT show onto CW for like 5 years, which that will keep them onto that TV station until September of 2029. And also, like the CW wants to be more having exclusive sporting events on their channel. So we're probably going to see more of that in the foreseeable future. And I believe they're owned by Warner Bros. Discovery, if I'm not mistaken, which I would not be surprised if AEW puts either of their shows on the CW just to go head-to-head with NXT, whether it be in Dynamite, whether it be in Rampage, whether it be in even Collision, which I believe would probably be, I would say, either Dynamite or even Collision, because after that, because y'all's local news station will probably be on by then, like after when Collision or Dynamite goes off the air. It will probably be like SmackDown on Fox, like where the local news station, because it also have the local news stations with Fox, like merging with Fox, like for the past centuries that it's been like that ever since the TV's been out since ancient time. But that's a story for another day. But yeah, but what do you think about this genuinely, about this move with NXT moving from the USA Network to possibly to the CW? And what do you think about AEW could possibly moving one of their 3 shows into the CW? Most likely, I'll think about Collision. Y'all let me know down in the comments below. And also, what do you think? And where do you think Monday Night Raw is going to move to? Are they going to stay on USA, or they're going to go move into another TV station like what's owned by Comcast, whether if it's their NBC channel or Sci-Fi, perhaps Bravo, the E, like wherever may be the case that Comcast own channel, or even they could be making deals with Warner Bros. Discovery, being on TNT, TBS, True TV, or even the CW itself as well. The only time will tell wherever that happens. And let me know down in the comments below what y'all take on this. On what your opinions on, of course. And we're gonna move on to the next news now, as we got some AEW news now, as major doubt looms over AEW's ability to turn a profit. And it says right here, AEW President Tony Khan has a lot of passion for the world of professional wrestling, but that doesn't mean he hasn't done a lot of questionable things over the years. In fact, some doubt that AEW is. Sorry about that. Just a little mess up I did. Anyway, I guess it's like that. That doesn't mean he hasn't done a lot of questionable things over the years. In fact, some doubt that AEW is even profitable right now, and it says right here. And AEW has come far since its inception back in 2019, but not all of the changes have been for the better. AEW works with Warner Bros. Discovery, and the company has a long-term deal with them as well. However, with dwindling ratings for all AEW shows so far, one can't help but feel Warner Bros. Discovery might not renew their deal with AEW in the foreseeable future. While speaking to the SE Scoops, or the Seth Scoop podcast, like Brandon Thurston stated stated that he does not see Tony Khan pulling AEW away from Warner Bros. Discovery, as he is quite loyal to them. That said, Thurston made it clear that he is confident AEW isn't profitable right now, saying, "I think Tony is incredibly committed to WBD. He's insanely loyal. I asked him recently if Fox was now a possibility for AEW with SmackDown leaving. He would only talk about Warner Discovery and how he loves being partners there." And then he also says, "I'm confident they aren't profitable now. They need to make $200 million a year in media rights to get to profitability. They'll get some increase. They could get triple what they're getting now. It's not unreasonable, but he's going to continue to run the company and do what he's doing, whether it's profitable or not." And he also says, if I'm Warner Discovery, I'm waiting to see where the NBA rights are going to land. Maybe that influences how I schedule AEW as for why they aren't streaming already. It doesn't make sense to me. At least have next day rights on Max. Maybe they are waiting until Collision can deliver ratings. Maybe it will turn into Rampage, where it falls off in interest. Yeah, I should say interest after a while. Like they go against a lot of sports competition the rest of the year. What can they deliver when when they when they aren't up against college football or the NFL? Or the NFL or the NBA, and there's the NBA deal, which is a hang up as well. NBA exclusive negotiating doesn't start until the reason is over with. That could be June or July. So they have to if they have to wait until these deals expire, AEW still have time left until their current deal with Warner Bros. Discovery expires. Only time will tell whether the company will eventually be able to turn a profit, as it seems unlikely right now. What do you think of the story? Do you feel AEW is in danger or of going under eventually? Let us know. Okay, I'm gonna get to that point. What do you think about What do you think about AEW's current deal with Warner Bros. Discovery, of their TV rights deal? I should say properly, but anyway, yeah, it's been noted that a year from now that it's or not from now, it's been noted in 2024 that the NBA deal is going to set up to expire and possibly sign some kind of a streaming deal with Warner Bros. Discovery on their Max streaming service, which you possibly see on the live sports section into the streaming service on the basketball side of things. And it's also been rumoredly noted that in the beginning of 2024, we will see AEW have their spot into the Max streaming platform, considering they have Bleachers Report as their sports streaming sports kind of streaming deal, or not deal, but I'll say, considering they have Bleachers Report streaming, the streaming of live sports, of course, like whether if it's basketball, golf, tennis, baseball, and even possibly boxing and wrestling, which we could possibly see AEW have their exclusive pay-per-views. I'm not sure if you have to pay the pay-per-view by itself, or as long as you have the monthly subscription of Max, like WWE's doing with Peacock as their home of their WWE, having the WWE network being on Peacock, and you can watch their exclusive premium live events on Peacock, which I'm hoping that's the case, so you don't have to pay an extra $60 along with paying whatever you're paying on the streaming service of Max. Like, what if it's the $4.99 or $7 or $8.99, and then I think it's one certain premium streaming service is $4.99, while there's there's the exclusive one that's like $10.99, which I would like some kind of exclusive premium service, where you could get probably all access of everything that's on the platform that you can pay for, or even commercial free. I believe that's like $10.99. I have Max, but I'm not sure which one it is specifically because it's on my Cricket Family plan with my mom. But anyways, that's the story for another day. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about. What y'all think about AEW? What's gonna be next for AEW when their deal expires with Warner Bros. Discovery? Do you think they're going to resign with them? Because it's been noted that the low profits and ratings and viewerships that's been on the low as of late is not looking good. But they still have multiple years to make this right and make Warner Bros. Discovery make them consider of renewing their TV deal with the with with the with the company, I should say. Yeah, I should I should rephrase that. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all guys to be the I'm gonna let y'all guys throw in y'all's opinions in the comment section right down below. We're gonna move on to the next wrestling news now, as it's some EC3 news now. Leaps to Billy Corgan's defense after reports of growing frustration in the NWA. It says the NWA gamered a considerable amount of attention when James Mitchell did a cocaine-filled angle on one of their pay-per-view events. Since then, Billy Corgan's ability as a leader of being called into question. Now the NWA World Champion is stepping up to say something about that. And it says right here, it was previously reported that the NWA the NWA may have tainted their deal, or tainted their deal, like with the CW over that cocaine spot at the NWA's recent pay-per-view event. Like Sam Hain, Samain, not Sam Hain, Samain, Samain, then the CW event, Samain. There, then the CW was announced as NXT's new home, starting in October 2024. Billy Corgan denied any issues over the segment. Many, including Eric Bischoff, grilled the NWA over that angle. And a report came out after that from House of Wrestling that the NWA talent are growing frustrated by the way that Billy Corgan is running his company. There were a few instances mentioned in the report to support this, and it said in the House of Wrestling now reports that EC3 has provided an in-depth response to Nick Hausman's report about growing frustration in the NWA roster concerning Billy Corgan's managerial skills, I should say. And this is what he had to say. This has never been communicated to me via talent or otherwise, and communicate with all. A truly professional wrestler should be prepared for anything at any time. They should be able to perform based on whatever opportunity is provided. Plans in advance often change. And it says there isn't one wrestling company that is that isn't the case for and it said while sometimes knowing in advance can be beneficial, perhaps in envisioning long form character arc and story hold a or story hold told with a T, not a H. My apologies. It's not easy reading this with this mask on. I told a lot of the best moments in action come when capable talent are put on the spot, like and trust their skills and intrusion or yeah in yeah intrusion or intrusion. I was yeah intrusion in the moment. The day of the show provide am, ample time if a talent requires to ver, verbatim verbatim verbatim, I should say verbatim, to verbatim script a promo or put together a match. Neither should take long, especially if or when a if or when a talent is confident in character work and ability. And it says, personally, I prefer to have a direction than allowed to canvas open canvas to create how I achieve that direction. I know who I am and where I want to go. I think others should trust themselves to do the same. It's how good stories are told. And it says X like tonight on NWA Power like 605. I I have a promo segment that I was informed of day of the show. I was given the destination that is taking us. I covered I covered with the talent and involved one involved on their goals and mission and end the and end business for the segment. Then I had 5 hours till it was filmed. I was pleased with how it turned out by being present in the moment. You are always prepared for anything. And it says right here, continued in a moment have to be something. Like step two, like in like in fra, in fractured in fracture is great and required uh, on in all fa, in all facets of a growing business. In in fracture is more imperative on a business end than a creative end. True create creativity. True creativity is a corporation, and talents should be absolutely thankful. They have freedom to explore and as creatives, because before they will work their asses off to one day maybe get an opportunity to be a mute. I don't know what facets what facets what of growth facets of growth are being held up that we were required to bakers dozens of low level Hollywood writers who have never seen wrestling, never been in a fight for anything, or never had an experience in athletic victory defeat. If if it's about promotional if it's about promotional material or who is being pushed, it's not rocket science on who that is, but it's also a huge opportunity for a talent who might not be to put themselves out there, show why they are special, and capture that simply to utilize to utilizing the team we have from socials to peers. Like a talent can send a promotion or a promo to team, get it get it aired in the air. A talent can try an idea they have, film it, can air. Talent can easily, and this is rare. Talk to the boss and pitch ideas. I watched our boss sit and listen to a bunch of promos from extras who don't really have a short or have a shot, not short, a shot without the R. Watch a bunch of practice matches, I should say. Watch a bunch of practice matches from extras TV, who aren't TV ready, and offered that to all. And it says just because a talent is there and semi being utilized doesn't mean anything is handed in entitlement and and com, and compa- and contemplate and complacency 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 will have them. What in a not what in anonymous what anonymously what anonymously bitching to the internet. And it says post a semi-minor, I should say semi-minor I did. I spend hours discussing non-contract non-contracted talents with WPC so we can provide them legitimate feedback again, even if they aren't close to TV ready. Like why? Because why? Like because we love this and share the same ideals that people deserve opportunity and the truth. I don't think people understand the rarity of a boss who would put time, and took me a long time to find one. Like again, back to creative. Like I prefer one overall vision accompanied by a handful of trusted, experienced, smart wrestling people to see it through. And it says right here again though, hindsight 20 to 20 20 to 20 sometimes there can be too much freedom and people do dumb things. I hope that answer was significant. Like four, he's like, I know only my business and my business alone as far as contracts like and older talent like and etc. I'm very happy with mine as I get to represent or represent I should say like the represent and grow the brand while also challenge myself with other creative endeavors in wrestling and beyond. While while NWA is my home, I can spread our spread our and my own brand on multiple fronts with an S, my apologies. This industry is a constant test. Being frustrated by tests is just something I'd never say or complain about to the internet. If I am challenged to do something in Lio of frustrated complaining, I'd channel that frustration to take whatever test I've been given and get better by accepting the challenge, even if it's just a FTU to the person or the FU to the person who put me through it. And it's not gaining approval. It's showing comp, comp, compete, competency, and will. It's will. It's showing you want it, showing you want it. It's showing you have value. It's showing you're worth investing in. If that's too much, don't come. Hey, don't come. I have countless people reaching out to me daily trying to get in. And also, as I've said to the locker room before, I I am I am always available if anyone ever wants to or needs to have a conversation. I don't know if I'll be right, but I will give my best effort and opinion in complete confidence. Like we will have to see what happens with the NWA in the future. Billy Corgan was reportedly blindsided by the CW picking up NXT because it was though that an NWA deal was going to happen. Now it appears that that is up in the air, but there are still people behind Billy Corgan. Keep checking back with Ringside News for more on this story, and so many more in the pro wrestling world. Only time will tell what breaks next, but we will have a report. What do you think about Billy Corgan? About this deal falling through with the CW and NXT, and then they choosing NXT over them because of that controversial segment with cocaine involved into their last pay per view. And what do you think about? I already said that, and I know I said that before, but this is for a different reason, like because about EC3's opinion on the matter of saying like saying saying of defending his boss, defending the boss and the owner of the NWA, Billy Corgan. And what you thought about this? What EC3 said? Like, I'm not sure what to say because I do not have hate on either the promotion or the TV station, and they just did that because they did not see it was appropriate for being in a wrestling show. And I was like, how come, like, you, but I was thinking like this, like, how come, like, you allowed us on a crime drama show, like that will be on the CW, or like a crime drama show, or some kind of a drama, like a drama series, like, but not on a wrestling show, even if it was in the storyline, like, which I'm not sure. I'm kind of confused into that matter, but, and I can agree with one thing onto EC3 said onto this what was been documented by RingSide News that about that, and then he showed that he'd been TV ready for many years to come, even having TV deals before until he had to permanently move to YouTube at one point, but he got lucky by getting a deal from the CW, but it looks like that unfortunately fell through, like I said. But yeah, y'all let me know what you think about this in the comment section right down below. What do you think about EC3's comments on the matter and defending his former boss? I mean, not former boss, his current boss, with him currently holding the National Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Championship. And we got some Shawn Michaels news now, as Shawn Michaels reacts to WWE's NXT's big TV contract news, and it says about the WWE NXT future in 2024 was just unveiled, like, and it's making waves. The exciting news broke yesterday that NXT is set to make big move to the CW network in October 2024, and fans are buzzing with anticipation. And it says this move to the CW comes with a bang, as reports suggest it's massive 70% increase in deal value compared to their current arrangement with the USA Network. It's a clear sign of NXT's growing popularity and impact in the wrestling world. Shawn Michaels, the head booker of NXT, took to Twitter today to express his sheer of excitement about the show's new deal, and to give credit where it's due. He praised the hard work and groundwork laid by his partner in crime, Triple H. And this is what he had to say onto X, saying, I'm absolutely thrilled for NXT to debut on the CW in October 2024. This is huge for our young superstars, and I'm very proud to continue the success that Triple H laid the groundwork for. We are NXT hashtag. And what do you think about Shawn Michaels' post on Twitter about this move to the CW? Y'all let me know down in the comments below. What you think about his reaction and his post on X/Twitter? And yeah, I'm gonna let y'all to be the judge of that in the comments below on what you think, and then we're gonna move on to some Logan Paul news now, as Logan Paul in KSI hits the billion mark in Prime bottle sales, and they say, and according to this article, Logan Paul and KSI's energy drink venture Prime has hit in a strong an astonishing milestone, reportedly selling a whopping 1 billion units, not units, units. Like the the official Prime social media account couldn't contain their excitement, thanking their fans for making Prime the fast growing beverage in history. And in just 22 months since its launched in January of 2022, Prime managed to reach this incredible billion unit mark. However, not everything about Prime has been a smooth ride, as critics have widely criticized its taste, with none other than Golden Ramsay giving a harsh 0 out of 10 rating, like liking it to swallow perfume comparison. And it says Logan Paul himself couldn't help but express his as strong as astonishment, I should say, astonishment at the brand's overwhelming success, posting what is life on his own social media account. Prime has become an it has become inter integral integral has become an integral part of Logan Paul's endeavors, like from WWE skits where KSI dressed up as the giant Prime bottle to their boxing car, officially dubbed dubbed the Prime card by DAZN, and uh, excuse me, and despite its popularity, Prime has faced its fair share of challenges. In July, the drink faced a recall in Canada due to high caffeine con- uh, content, high caffeine content, which was not compliant with Canadian re- regulation. Paul uh, Paul attri- Paul attributed this to legal or unauthorized imports, like in express plans to release a Canadian compliant version. And also, moreover, the energy drink has drawn criticism to Senator Chunk, like Schumer, yeah, Schumer, who who labeled it a serious health concern due to its high caffeine content, with a 12 ounce can in the can 12 ounce can in can 12 ounce can is a 12 ounce can in the United States, containing uh, two 200 milligram of caffeine. There was there were also an alarming in insist in incident in the UK, where a child suffered a cardiac arrest after consuming a can of Prime of Prime, which contains 140 milligrams of caffeine. Despite these controversies, Prime remains immensely popular among young audiences and continues to secure major deals, sponsorship deals such as with the UFC. And as you can see the post with KSI and Logan Paul celebrating 1 billion, 1 billion bottles sold in all over the world. Like with, sorry, my bad, sorry, but yeah, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to look at it, and if you need some more time to read it, I would recommend you to pause this video to read the rest of it. But anyways, but it said like we officially like sold 1 billion bottles, high a hydration milestone we couldn't have reached without you. Thank you for making Prime the fastest growing beverage in history. Like, what are your thoughts? Like, but anyway, but we have. I'm gonna say it like for Ringside News. Like, what are y'all's thoughts about this greatest achievement from the Prime Energy of this Prime Energy drink selling from KSI and Logan Paul? Y'all let me know down in the comments below. And do you think they're doing very successful into this Prime Energy energy drink selling? Like despite the controversies from the UK and Canada and other countries outside of America, like, y'all let me know also in the comments below. And I hopefully that kid that suffered a cardiac event is doing okay and doing better. And recommend Logan Paul and KSI to lower down the caffeine and the sugar into the energy drinks. Like, give it enough to a balance that everybody that can drink the energy drink won't have any health problems whatsoever. Just my opinion and my recommendation for you guys. No hate on you guys. Actually, I'm very glad. I want to give y'all a huge congratulations as a fellow YouTuber, like me being a fellow YouTuber. I would say not really friends, but I was saying as a YouTuber myself, I want to congratulate you, of course, because I don't really know you like that yet. And well, I want to give you a congratulations on that. Hopefully you sell up to trillions of next of y'all's Prime Energy drinks. And what do you think? And what do you think about this? What do you think about? And also, what do you think about this achievement? Right, like a few days after he won the United States Championship against Rey Mysterio at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia this past Saturday. Y'all let me know down in the comments below. I think he's double lucky, even though that's only for wrestlers who successfully hit their signature and finishing moves double times successful. But according to this news, but according to my wrestling news video about Logan Paul getting double achievements, being United States champion, along with selling out over 1 billion bottles. I won't say over, but I think exactly 1 billion, 1 billion Prime Energy bottles. But yeah, hopefully they continue this success and they do even more better as they keep continuing to sell out these Prime Energy bottles, and hopefully it's 100% a guaranteed caution to everybody's health out there, whether they already have health problems as it is or not. I'm more concerned about that, and I wish them the better and wish them the best, and no recalls from anywhere in the world, whether if it's from America or outside of the country, like whether if it's in Europe, Asia, the Philippines, you name it, yeah. And even Africa and wherever else, yeah. Like make sure it's like 100% safe. But anyways, we're gonna move on to the next news now, as it's ex WWE star Mandy Rose, Rose flaunts flaunts a new hot tub purchase in stunning bikini photo revealed, and it says right here, according to the former Mandy Rose, I should say, or former NXT Women's Champion, Mandy Rose's wild ride through the world of exclusive content in her dramatic WWE exit was been a roller coaster of epic proportion, even though she parted ways with the wrestling giant due to her sizzling premium content. Rose has been thriving like never before since then, and and guessing what and guess what? She just dropped another jaw-dropping bikini pic flaunt to flaunt her brand new hot tub. Is that it's been almost a year, but people are still talking about the bombshell release of the former WWE superstar, but Rose didn't let let that stop her hustle. She's been hustling hard to build her own empire, and it's paying off big time. Mandy Rose recently graced her graced her Insta graced her Instagram with some red hot photos like of her rocking a fiery bikini, all while showcasing her swanky new Mo- Monte Monte Rosa hot tub. Monte hot tub. Naturally, she was over the moon about her latest uh, acqu- acquis- acquisition, acquisition, acquisition. And what do you think about Mandy Rose sending a new photo onto her premium what's that what they describe it as, her premium content, I should say, her premium fan content, like of her fans paying to see her with some very attractive photos. And this one was recently in a fiery bikini. It's been reported that she posted, and she also posted it on her Instagram, onto her Instagram account, like as a I guess it's a exclusive subscription photo, I suppose. And what do you think about this from the former NXT Women's Championship? Like, and she's been doing this and she's been doing this for a year, almost a year, full time. Like, probably will be full time by next month in December. It'll be a whole year. She's been doing this for a whole year, like of doing this full time since her WWE released. Like when she dropped the title the day before she got released to Roxanne Perez, because somehow her her little fan page, of her content or premium content, got leaked to WWE management, and she had no choice but to drop the title to Roxanne and get released, and she got released the day after. But well, yeah, what do you think about this? What do you think about her posting this latest photo? Do you think she's gonna get some success out of that? Like possibly making more money than she ever did from her last photos that she posted out there combined? Y'all let me know down in the comments below. We're gonna move on to the next news now. It is some Vince Russo news, called out as a fraud, like who doesn't understand pro wrestling. And it says right here, according to this news article, WWE the airwaves during their Attitude Era. Vince Russo was a head writer during that time, but he departed from the company when the grueling lifestyle was simply too taxing for him. To his day, to to this day, he lays claims to some of the most memorable angles that WWE pursued during that time. And it says right here, Eric Bischoff recently lamb uh, lamb lambasted, I should say, lambasted the NWA over very controversial segment. He wasn't finished speaking his truth his truths about the pro wrestling business. His hot takes didn't stop there, but because he has seen a lot in the business, he would like to comment on and and that includes Vince Russo. During his 83 Weeks podcast, shifted his his focus to Vince Russo, who he claimed never did the amount of things he claims to have achieved in WWE during their Attitude Era. He said, or Eric Bischoff had a bit extra insight with Vince Russo because he worked with him in WCW and TNA. Obviously, the two aren't the greatest friends in the world, and there are a number of reasons that is as well. With Eric Bischoff have to say into this podcast, some of WCW talent at the time wanted to give Vince Russo more time to get comfortable and get to know Russo better. That's fine too. You're a professional, and that's what you should do. I think there were also a number of talent who first started listening Russo when they first started working with him, and they figured out as did I that this guy is a fraud. There is nothing under the hood when it comes to original original ideas. He just didn't understand the product. He This is despite him claiming that he wrote all of WWE's shows, even though he just took a lot at it and on it. I don't believe that Sugar Honey Iced Tea at all. And it says right here, Eric Bischoff knows a lot about the pro wrestling business, and he's seen all types of people come and go. That be that begin that be that being said, that be that being said, Vince Russo is certainly a unique individual. Vince Russo still has followers who listen to his takes on the business. The the pro wrestling industry is full of variety of people, but Eric Bischoff isn't going to turn to hear that what Russo had to say on weekly basis. After all, it doesn't appear that he enjoyed or not paying attention to him when they had to work together. And what do you think about this? And yeah, and do you agree with Eric Bischoff of Vince Russo being possibly a fraud and not really know anything much that he claims that he do, like when he was the writer for both WWE, WCW, and TNA? Y'all let me know down in the comments below. I'll say maybe some things he could say is true, like especially when it comes to obvious knowledge. But anyways, but either way, like I would say, Vince Russo may exaggerate, and it's been reported that he had. Even for an example, I remember hearing about a wrestling news onto the wrestling news on YouTube about Vince Russo about Vince Russo claiming that he a couple years ago he was it was working a little gig on the USA Network, which but it was reported that he did not have any kind of role into the USA TV station, the USA Network TV station, of course, which he can exaggerate through time to time. Like, and Eric Bischoff may have a point of him being a fraud. Sorry for a second, just taking care of a little business. Okay. Yeah, y'all let me know down in the comments below what you think about what Eric Bischoff's opinion on the matter. Yeah, we're gonna move on to the next news now. I guess this will be my last one right here because yeah, I got some outer side family business I need to take care of right now, as I've been noted. But anyways, we'll finish off this wrestling news video with what we should finish off with Okay, I guess we're gonna finish off this video with WWE executive claims CM Punk has no heat on him in the company, and it says right here, finishing off this video, like CM Punk was fired from AEW after having a backstage confrontation with Jack Perry on where Punk sucker punched Jungle Boy. Despite the heat he has in AEW, there was apparently none in WWE. And it says right here, CM Punk's advanced towards WWE about returned were rejected. Ringside News has exclusive report that there are no talks between the two sides. That won't stop CM Punk chants from popping up during WWE events. That being said, some fans may still expect to see Punk again, even though it's not very likely to happen. During a discussion on the "Oh You Didn't Know" podcast by Road Dogg Jesse James, who is the senior vice president of WWE Live Events, brought up CM Punk in the conversation. This caused Road Dogg to reveal that nobody had any issues with CM Punk in WWE, saying everybody loves CM Punk too. I never got it. Never understood him. Stood it. Cuts a decent promo. Good in today's world. Never got the rest of it. Let's lay it on. If we're getting heat, let's get it. Punk is doing his own thing at this point. Everything that he posts on Instagram gets attention, and that goes double when he makes any uh, allusion to pro wrestling. He is a very hot free agent right now, but that doesn't mean that doesn't mean he's going back to WWE though. But what do you think about this latest news and from this podcast about with Road Dogg bringing up CM Punk, saying there's no heat or beef with none of them in WWE right now, and he never understood why half of his potential was wasted, and also even if there was some beef between him and CM Punk, they would have settled it into the ring in the squared circle. But yeah, what do you think about this? Do you think this is an extra sign? I'm not trying to stutter right now, but is this an extra sign that he could possibly make his return to WWE? With Road Dogg saying that, with him saying he's still, and he even said he's still a great guy right now and today, but there's no talks about him. But he also noted that there's no talks about him making any kind of return anytime soon. But he could be just denying it, even if he does know anything about CM Punk's return. But probably being honest, something that he doesn't know of, there's not going to be no returns. But then again, it's said onto Ringside News, this doesn't mean that he's absolutely returning. This may be a sign. This could be anything at this point. It may or may not be a sign that he's returning. If he is returning, they're probably going to keep it on the low and not mention anything about his return, or how they're going to sign him, or let alone announcing it. They're probably going to wait until they go to his hometown in Chicago, Illinois, for their annual Survivor Series pay-per-view, which that would not be because there couldn't be any other better place to make CM Punk. If he's returning, then it's going to be a Survivor Series, guaranteed. But if he doesn't return to Survivor Series, then it could be a sign that he won't be returning to WWE, at least anytime soon, of course. But yeah, and hopefully keep your fingers crossed for him to join WWE, and this could be, and he could finally make his return and have a second run with the promotion, and also achieve his dream of being one of the guys to main event WrestleMania. Like, whether if it's going to be in WrestleMania 40, possibly at night 1, or even at the night 1 WrestleMania event in Minneapolis, Minnesota for WrestleMania WrestleMania 41 and 2025. But yeah, y'all let me know also about that in the comment section right down below. I'll keep you up to date when I hear from any other wrestling news articles, whether if it's from RingSide News or Sportskeeda, Wrestle Talk, Fightful Select, Wrestling Inc. Like, yeah, keep on watching my wrestling news videos, and I'm gonna keep you up to date on wherever it may be. Like, and I guess that's it for this list. That was your wildest wrestling news stories and rumors you need to know. Well, at least half of it, because I only can do half right now because I need help. I need to help out some family members of taking care of some very important businesses and transactions, of course, which I cannot talk about much here because I'll be giving out the information, even though I wouldn't be specific about it. But you get the gist. But anyways, this was y'all's wildest wrestling news stories and rumors that you SNA fans need to know. Which one was your favorite out of this list of these articles from RingSide News? Y'all let me know also about that in the comment section right down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And if so, please leave a huge thumbs up, like, comment down below, subscribe, click the bell notification so you won't be missing my upcoming videos like the one at this evening after AEW Dynamite goes off the air, which I'm going to be doing the SNA podcast episode 113, the AEW review part 13. And yep, we're going to be talking about the latest episode of AEW Dynamite. Make sure you check that out. And hopefully you guys enjoy that video. And in the future, of course. And yeah, I've been your host, Super Ninja Austin. This was the latest edition, which is the 112th episode of the SNA podcast. And hopefully this will convince you to keep watching more of my videos and and for those who are already subscribed, but be subscribed because it's free. And if you decide to change your mind, you can always change your mind later in the future whenever you want. It's a guaranteed for that, and also make sure you watch more of my videos on this channel at Super Ninja Austin 213, and I'll see you guys later on this evening. And till then, Super Ninja Austin, the assassin, is out. Goodbye, my SNA fans.